Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Fall Classic Baseball. The 1983 postseason is on the air. Well, after a nice day off, it's time to get back to more of this round of the playoffs. We are at Memorial Stadium. This is Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. This series is tied 1-1, and tonight we're now at Memorial Stadium to see if the Orioles now can get some home cooking here. So right now the White Sox and the Orioles have played two pretty good baseball games, but now it switches here to Maryland away from Chicago. And the Orioles know they got to get a win tonight. You're home, so you pretty much should. So a big game tonight here to start Game 3 of the ALDS here at Memorial Stadium. Not an empty seat here in this ballpark. And I think we are all set and ready to go. So thank you very much for giving me the day off. Now it's time to finish off the Division Series round. I will play all the way through until we are done with it. Clee baseball fan joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So, sit down in your seats, and Jimmy Jam joins us here as well. I know he'll be rooting for the White Sox. And let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight. Their number 3 starter, Mike Flanagan, 12 wins, 4 losses, a 133 whip in 83. This is his first start, and he will be a B pitcher. So hope everybody is set and ready to go for a big game. White Sox and the Orioles, Game 3 of this ALDS. The Orioles historically won the 1983 World Series. The White Sox, the White Sox actually fell to the Orioles in that ALCS that time. Will history repeat itself? Let's find out. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the White Sox, the center fielder, Rudy Law. He is 2 for 8 for the series. We're going to use orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. And let's get things started tonight. 55, that is a 12, and Rudy Law is going to lead off with a base hit. That'll be a single, and he also gets the steal sign. Law gets a hit. We'll see if he tries to steal. And that will bring up the catcher, the original Pudge, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, one of the best catchers ever. However, he is 0 for 8. He's still looking for his first hit. Rudy Law does get the steal sign. Mike Flanagan is a lefty with an average arm. So a 1-3, Law will not get the jump. It is a 5. He will get the jump, and Law's on his way. 17. Catcher Dempsey has an average arm. A 1-17, Law is safe. And he is thrown out on an 18. I don't believe it. An 85% chance to steal second, and Rick Dempsey guns him down. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 1-17, and I roll an 18. Yeah. The evil D20 strikes again. And now Pudge will bat with the bases empty. 46, that's off the ballpark. That's a 16. Fisk is a righty, and that's going to be a foul ball into first base. Eddie Murray says he's going to get that, and he will. And that's going to be a foul out to first, 2 down. And now we will see the right fielder, Hall of Famer. No, I don't care. Even though he is in there, Mr. Harold Baines. And he is 0 for 8 for the postseason. He hasn't even gotten a hit yet. Hall of Famer, bah. Flanagan will pitch. 36, and that is going to be an out. It'll be a fly ball to center field. John Shelby will go ahead and get it and make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a caught stealing. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, their number 3 starter, Britt Burns. 10 wins, 11 losses, a 127 whip. This is also his first start of the postseason. He will also be a B pitcher. Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, John Shelby. He was 2 for 4. He's 2 for 4 in this series. Burns will pitch. 42, and that's going to be ball 4. He will walk him. Burns will give up a leadoff walk to Shelby, and he'll trot to first. First walk given up by Burns. And now the right fielder, Dan Ford. Ford is 2 for 8 for the series. Shelby does not get the steal sign. He will stay put. Pitch from Burns. 34, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a quick single there. And it's going to be a base hit to left field. Shelby's going to hold at second base, and the Orioles are coming out pretty quick. So a single for Ford. He gets a hit, and he will hold. And now the shortstop, Hall of Famer, absolutely no doubt, Cal Ripken. He is 2 for 8 for the series. Let's see something here. He is 2 for 8 for the series. It's SG2 and Sports Time Machine. Utah Mike join us here at Memorial Stadium. Runners at first and second, nobody out, bottom of the first. Pitch from Burns, 36, and that is going to be an out. And that is going to be a ground out to third base. First and second, fielder's choice at second, but a strong arm third baseman turns a double play. Third baseman for the White Sox is Vance Law. He does have a strong arm, and that's going to be a double play. Over to second, over to first, 2 outs. So a ground ball to third, but Vance Law, he does have a strong arm, and he will turn the double play. And there are 2 away. So a 5-4-3 double play. And now we'll see the first baseman, Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind, Eddie Murray. Murray is 4 for 8 for the series. He does have a home run. Shelby on at third, now 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Pitch from Burns. 44, a home run, 1-2, triple 3 for 5, double 6-7. The rest is a single. That's a 6, and that's going to be a double. Eddie Murray's going to go ahead and wind up at second base. Shelby comes in to score. Orioles have a quick 1-0 lead. RBI single by Eddie Murray puts the Orioles on the board. And he'll hold at second base. Here's the left fielder, Gary Renicky. Renicky is 0 for 3 for the series. Renicky bats against left-handed starters. He is a platoon player. Burns will pitch to Renicky. And 32, that's going to be an out. It's a ground ball to short, handled by Scott Fletcher. And he'll throw it over to first and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits. But the Orioles are on the board first. It's 1-0 after 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the White Sox is the Chicago designated hitter, Greg Wheels Luzinski. He is 2 for 8 for the series. Pitch from Flanagan. 52, possible strikeout. 10 is a no. Now it's a possible error on the second baseman. That ball is hit to Rich Dower. He didn't make many errors. His error rating is a 2. He won't make one there. He'll take care of it and toss it over, and that's out number 1. That'll be a ground out to second. Next batter is the left fielder, Ron Kittle. He is 3 for 7 for the series. He has 2 home runs in the postseason. Flanagan will pitch. 41, and that's going to be ball 4. He'll walk him. He walks Kittle. Kittle will trot down to first. First walk given up by Flanagan. And here's the first baseman, Tom Paciorek. I use him against left-handed starters. Paciorek is 1 for 4 in the game he played. Kittle on at first. 1-0 already in favor of the O's. Pitch from Flanagan. 16, and that's going to be an out. And Pachorik hitting from the right side. That's going to be a ground ball to short. He's got it. Over to second. Over to first. Side retire. Double play. Nothing across except a walk. And we go to the bottom of the second here. Leading off will be the Baltimore designated hitter, Ken Singleton. He is 2 for 8 for the series. Burns will pitch. And 15, and that is an out. It's going to be a ground ball to third, handled by Vance Law. And he will throw it over for the first out. Here's the second baseman, Rich Dower. He is 0 for 6 for the series. He hasn't gotten a hit yet. Burns with the pitch. 51, possible strikeout. 2, got him. Cold strike 3. KD 1-3. That is a 2, and he got him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Burns. He had 115 of them that year. Here's the third baseman, Todd Cruz. He is 0 for 4 for the series. Burns, he'll look in on Cruz, and they'll pitch. Burns, 42, and that's going to be ball 4. He will walk him. So Cruz draws a walk. Second walk given up by Burns. And now here's the catcher, Rick Dempsey. He is 1 for 5 for the series. Cruz on at first. Burns will pitch to Dempsey. And 14, that's going to be an out. It's going to be grounded to third base. Vance Law will get it. He's going to throw to second to get Cruz. And that will end the inning, a much better inning. Nothing across except a walk. 1-0 Orioles after 2. This is game 3 of the 1983 ALDS. Series is tied at 1. David Vega joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Top of the third. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be the first baseman, Vance Law. He is 1 for 6 for the series. Flanagan, he'll make the pitch. 55, that's a 17. It's going to be a base hit. Law will hit one into left field, and that will be a single. Leadoff hit for the White Sox. And now the shortstop, Scott Fletcher. He is 1 for 7 for the series. Law on it first. Flanagan, he will pitch. And that's a 55, and that's going to be a double for Scott Fletcher. Fletcher hits one past second base, and he'll go into the shoot the gap and roll in the wall. That's going to be a base hit to right, actually a base hit to right field. First to home, a hold. With 2 outs, they would assist. Vance Law will hold at third, and now the White Sox got something going on here. So a double for Fletcher. Runners at second and third for the White Sox, no one out. And here's the second baseman, Julio Cruz. He is 0 for 5 for the series. Infield is going to play in. Flanagan will pitch to Cruz here. 1-0, top of the third. Pitch from Flanagan. And 26. And that's going to be a base hit for Julio Cruz. Will that score both runs? We know that Vance Law comes in to score. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Second to hold, a fast runner advances. Slow or average runner holds. Fletcher will hold at third. Cruz goes to first, but the White Sox tie it up. We're tied at 1. RBI single by Cruz. Gets the White Sox on the board. Now runners at the corners and no one out. Cruz gets the steal sign. We'll see if he goes. Next batter is Law. Law got a single his first time up. Still no one out. They're still going to call the infield in here. But now we're tied at 1. Flanagan looking in. Cruz. Let's see. Let's see. He does get the steal sign. Does he get the jump? Let's see. Does he get the jump? Flanagan an average arm. And no, he does get the jump. And Cruz is going to try to steal. Fletcher's going to stay at second. Is going to stay at third. Cruz, a stolen base rating of 16. Dempsey, an average arm. A 1-16. Cruz is safe. This time we'll have a steal, and Cruz will steal it. Stolen base for Todd Cruz. That's his first of the game, as Julio Cruz will steal. And now runners at second and third for Law. Doug Hunt joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So runners at second and third, no one out. Top of the third here, tied at 1 in this game. Flanagan will go ahead and no, there are no torpedo bats in this game because that didn't exist yet back then. Or if it did, they didn't use them. Pitch. 33 base hit, Rudy Law. Fletcher will come in to score. And let's see if it'll bring in Cruz. And that is a base hit to center field. Second to home, fast average a score. Julio Cruz is a fast runner. He will come around. He will score. It's 3-1 White Sox. Stadium groans. 2 RBI single by Law, as he gets a couple of ribbies and he gets the steal sign. The next batter is Fisk. Pudge is 0 for 1. Law on at first. Let's see if he gets the jump. He's going to try to steal again. And nope, this time he's held off. Carlton Fisk, a hit and run rating of C. I'm not going to call a hit and run, so Fisk will hit normally. Flanagan will pitch to Pudge. And 62, and that's going to be an out. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Law will go ahead and stay put, and that is out number 1. Next up is Baines. Baines is 0 for 1. Baines still hasn't gotten a hit in this postseason, by the way. Law on it first. Law thinking of stealing again. And he will not get the jump. Flanagan holds him, and a possible pickoff. And the throw goes to first. That is a 6. He's a lefty, and he is average arm. He's out. Mike Flanagan picks off Rudy Law. Rudy Law cannot get a break. He gets thrown out at second, and now he gets picked off at third, 2 down. So Mike Flanagan will pick him off. A 1-6, he is out, and definitely he is. Now Baines will bat with the bases empty. Flanagan, 31, that's a range play single. And we're going to send that to, that's going to be a, let's see. That is going to be a line, that's going to be hit to first base, and that is hit to Murray. Murray had excellent range. His range is a 17. He will get that, take his time and grab it. Flanagan will come over and receive the throw, and that will retire the side. 3 runs, 4 hits, and a pickoff. But the White Sox have taken a 3-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the third. John Haverly joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Leading off for the Orioles will be John Shelby. He walked his first time up. 3-1 White Sox, bottom of the third. Pitch from Burns. 64, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Easy play there for Kittle. And he'll make the play for the out. Next batter is Ford. Ford got a single his first time up. Burns will deal. 15, and that's an out. That is going to be a hard line drive right to right field. And Baines will get that. And that's out number 2. Here's Ripken. Ripken is 0 for 1. Fans here at Memorial Stadium saw the Orioles take a quick 1-0 lead. Now they see them down 3-1. Pitch from Burns. 41, that's ball 4. He walked him. So Burns will walk Ripken, and that is the 3rd walk given up by Burns. And will now bring up Murray. Murray hit a single his first time up. Ripken on it first, and he will stay there. Burns looking in on Murray, and now the pitch. And 24, hit by pitch, 1-3. That's an 18. That's not going to be a hit by pitch. Murray flies one to center. Rudy Law says he'll get to that, and he will, and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk. 3-1 White Sox after 3. Top of the fourth. Greg Luzinski leads off for the White Sox, and he's 0 for 1. Flanagan sets up, and he'll deal. Flanagan, 41. That's going to be ball 4. He walks Luzinski. Luzinski will trot to first. Second walk issued by Flanagan. Here comes Kittle. Kittle walked his first time up. Luzinski, not a stealing threat. Flanagan, he will pitch. And 43, now that is going to be an out. Let's see what kind of out it is. And it's going to be a fly out to center field. Faster, super fast runner advance. A runner 2, unless strong arm. Well, center fielder for the White Sox is Law. And he has an average arm. So Luzinski, it's deep enough for Luzinski to take second base. So Luzinski actually able to take second on the fly out deep to center. And Luzinski's an average runner here, hence the name Wheels that we give him. And Rudy Law has an average arm. A strong arm would have kept Luzinski at first, and Luzinski will move on to second, but there is one out. Here's Paciorek. Paciorek is 0 for 1. Luzinski on it second. Once again, Flanagan in some there. And pitch is coming. Flanagan, 44. That's a 17. It's a base hit. Paciorek gets a single. Will it score Luzinski? That's going to be a base hit to right field. Second to home. Fast runner advances. Slower average runner holds. There's not 2 outs, so Luzinski will hold the third. So Paciorek gets to first, and he gets his first hit of the game. Runners at the corners now for Vance Law. And Law's 1 for 1. Infield's going to play in. White Sox have a 3-1 lead already, threatening to get more runs. Flanagan looking in on Vance Law. And here comes the deal. That's right. It's not Rudy Law. It's John Shelby. You're right. It's John Shelby. But he had an average arm also. So, again, I never know who's in it. 21, but that's going to be an out. That's going to be an automatic double play. So Vance Law is going to ground it to short, over to second, over to first. Oh, wait a minute. The infield is in. Shit. Never mind, people. Instead, that's going to be, now we're going to go here. If playing in, infield hold rule. So that means that is going to be hold at third, but runner can run with risk. Luzinski's going to hold. So fielder's choice at home. But if infield hold rule. So hold at third, but runner can run with risk. He's not going to run. So the throw's going to go to first. Paciorek goes to second. And that's going to be out number 2. And that's how I'm going to play that. You're right. It's Shelby. I know. So a ground ball to third base. They hold him. And now with 2 outs, here's Fletcher. Fletcher got his double his first time up. Luzinski on it third. Paciorek on it second. Flanagan, he'll go ahead and pitch. No, Baines did not hit a 3-run bomb. Flanagan, 54. That's off the bases empty wild chart. And ground ball to pitcher who knocks it down, picks up, fires to first for the out, unless roll versus E rating for wild throw. Battered. Oh, wait a minute. Men on base. Dang it. I just can't get this right. Refer to pitcher's wild pitch rating, and if 5 falls within the range, it is. Runners advance. Flanagan's wild pitch rating. Wow. A 1-3. That is a 5. He does not throw a wild pitch. He'll re-roll. Sorry, guys. I'm discombobulated tonight. Flanagan, 16. Now that I know definitely is an out, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. And Gary Renicky will go ahead and get that and make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. One of these days I'll get this game right. Bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Black and Orange Birds is Gary Renicky, and he's 0 for 1. Burns, he'll go ahead and deal. Burns, 32, and that's an out. Fly ball to right field. Easy play there for Baines, believe it or not. And Baines makes it look easy for once in his life, and it's out number 1. Here's Singleton. Singleton is 0 for 1. Burns will pitch. And 44, that's going to be a base hit. Singleton will get a single. He'll trot to first. That's his first hit of the game. And now here's Dower. Dower's 0 for 1. Singleton on at first. Burns sets up. He will pitch. And 41, that's ball 4. He walks him. Now Burns is in trouble. Burns goes ahead and gives up a walk. Another ball 4. That is his 4th walk he's given up. And now here's Cruz. Cruz walked his first time up. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping the Orioles can come through with a big-time hit. Britt Burns trying to get him out. Burns will go ahead and deal. Pitch. 55, that's a 2, and that's going to be a single. That's going to be a base hit for Cruz, and it'll be a base hit to right field. Second to home assist. So Singleton rounding third. He's going to try to score. Right fielder for the White Sox is, of course, Harold Baines. His assist rating is a 4. A 1 to 4, he gets Cruz. He gets Singleton. He's out. Singleton thrown out at the plate by Harold Baines, and a fast, which means Dower will go ahead. He'll get the first to third. Others can. Dower will. Let's see here. Dower will make third, and Cruz goes to first. A fast run. No, he doesn't. Cruz does first, third, advance runner. No, Dower actually holds it second. Dower holds it second, but he's out at the plate. 2 down. Singleton down at the plate, so it's a single for Cruz, but the run does not score. The stadium groans. 2 outs now for Dempsey. What a play by Harold Baines. Well, maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was. Maybe he's now below average. I don't know. Dempsey will bat now. Runners at first and second. But now still 3 to 1. Harold Baines gets him at the plate. Burns will pitch to Dempsey. And 64, and that is going to be an out. It's a fly ball to center field. Rudy Law will get to this one. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. The Orioles threaten, but can't get anything. 3 to 1 White Sox after 4. You know, I would like to clear something up. I do not have anything against, of course, Harold Baines, and of course, seriously, I just like playing with him because I really don't think he belongs in the Hall of Fame, but I can't take anything away from the guy's playing as he was back in the day. All right. So do I think he was an excellent player? Yes, I do. Okay. Hall of Famer, no. But of course, you guys know I really have nothing against the guy. So for any Harold Baines fans out there, don't unsub. And if you do, we'll understand, I guess. We go to the top of the 5th, 3 to 1 White Sox. And Julio Cruz leads off. He got a single his first time up. 3 to 1 White Sox, pitch from Flanagan. 43, that's an out. It's going to be grounded to short. And Ripken will get to that. And he'll throw it over for the out, 1 down. Here's Law. Law's 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles and been picked off twice. Actually, caught stealing and picked off. Pitch from Flanagan. 46, that's off the ballpark. He's a lefty. That's a 13, and that's a foul ball in foul territory. Third baseman Cruz is going to get to that one, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory. It's out number 2. Here's Pudge. Pudge is 0 for 2. Flanagan. And 55, that's a 4, and Fisk is going to smack one right. Is going to smack one right past second, going to roll all the way to the wall, and he'll bounce away from the wall. Fisk rounding second. He'll slide into third with a triple. Triple for Fisk, his first hit, not only of this ball game, but his first hit of the series. So Fisk gets a 2-out triple, and now here comes Baines. Baines is still looking for his first hit of the series. Fisk on at third. Flanagan will pitch. And 21, and nope, that's going to be an out. It's a ground ball to first base. Murray's got it. Flanagan comes on over to get the play, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. They still hold a 3-1 lead going in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order for the Orioles. Here's John Shelby. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Burns, he'll go ahead and pitch. Burns, 51, possible strikeout. 7 is a no. So now it's a possible one-base error on the shortstop. That ball is hit to Scott Fletcher. Fletcher didn't make that many errors. His error rating is a 7. He won't make one here. Matter of fact, he makes it cleanly. Picks it up. Throws to first. Makes the out. 1 down. Nice play by Fletcher. And now here's Ford. Ford is 1 for 2 with a single. Burns. He will go ahead and pitch. 62. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Burns picks up his second strikeout of the game. 2 away. And now here's Ripken. Ripken is 0 for 1 with a walk. Burns sets up against Ripken. Deals. 15, and that's an out. It's a ground ball to short. Easy play for Fletcher. Fletcher will take care of it, toss it over, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. 3-1 White Sox here after 5. As we go to the top of the 6th. 3 of the 4 division series we're playing are all tied at 1, except for the Tigers-Yankees series, which the Tigers lead 2-0. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be Greg Luzinski, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Flanagan still has some left in the tank, and he will go ahead and pitch. Flanagan, 11. Luzinski, 11, walk. And yeah, he does walk him. Luzinski will trot to first. Second time Luzinski has been walked. And that is the 3rd walk given up by Flanagan. And now here's Kittle. Kittle is 0 for 1 with a walk. A Montreal White Sox World Series. We did have that, as a matter of fact, in our 1994 restart. We did have an Expos White Sox World Series in my 94 restart for payoff pitch. And the White Sox won that one. Luzinski on at first. Flanagan will pitch. And 51, possible strikeout. 7 is a no. Now it's a possible error. And it's a possible one-base error on the second baseman. The ball is hit to Dower. Dower rarely made any errors. His error rating is a 2. That's a 14, and that is going to be even. Dower will make the play to short to get Luzinski. He'll get the fielder's choice, and that's out number 1. So fielder's choice, nice play by Dower. Avoids the error. Kidder will take first. Here's Law. Law's 1 for 2. Fans here at Memorial Stadium. So far, Flanagan's actually done a pretty decent job lately. Kittle on it first. Flanagan. 24, hit by pitch, 1-2. Nope, that's going to be an out. And we're going to make that let's see, that's a 4. That's going to be a line out to second base. Runner on second or first is doubled off if less than 2 out. Well, Ron Kittle, that's a line out to second, and runner on second or first is doubled off if less than 2 outs. There is less than 2 outs. It's lined out to second, caught by Dower, throws to Murray at first to double off Kittle, and the inning is over. That is an L4-3 double play. Nothing across except a walk, as Ron Kittle not paying attention on that one. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Speaking of Eddie Murray, there he is. Murray will lead off for the Black and Orange Birds. He is 1 for 2. Burns, he will pitch. 32, that's an out, and that is going to be a ground ball, grounded right at the plate, as a matter of fact. That'll get picked up by Fisk, and he's going to throw to first to get the out. That's 1 away. Here's Renicky. Renicky is 0 for 2. Pitch from Burns. And 15, and that's an out. That's grounded to first base. Basharik will get to that. He will take that himself to the bag. 2 away. Singleton is next. He's 1 for 2 with a single. 3-1 White Sox here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Series tied at 1. Pitch from Burns. 21, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 3rd strikeout for Burns. And the O's go in order. 3-1 after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. It will be Tom Paciorek leading off for the White Sox. And he is 1 for 2. Flanagan, he's still got some left in the tank. He will pitch. Flanagan, 22, base hit for Paciorek. He hits it past third, and he continues to hit well. Here's Fletcher. Fletcher is 1 for 2. Paciorek on it first. Flanagan, he will pitch. 36, that is an out, and we're going to say that is a ground out to the pitcher. Runners at first and second. Fielder's choice at second. Now first. Let's see. Ground to the pitcher. First. Fielder's choice at second. But it says refer to original Dole from original die roll. If die roll number is a 1, the runner advances. That is a 6. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. 1 out. Paciorek is out at second. Fletcher will take over. And 1 down. Here's Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 2. Fans here at Memorial Stadium getting a little anxious. Their Orioles are down 3-1 here to the White Sox. Flanagan, he will pitch. Flanagan, 33, and that's a 12. It'll be a base hit. Cruz gets a base hit to left field. Fletcher will hold at second base. And now the White Sox got something going on here with an out. Second hit of the game for Cruz. Here comes Rudy Law. Law is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Runners at first and second. Flanagan gets a talking to from Dempsey. The Baltimore Oriole bullpen is beginning to warm up. Fletcher and Cruz. Pitch coming from Flanagan. 12. And that is going to be an out. And that's going to actually be a double play automatic. So that is a ground ball to second base. Picked up there by Dower. Over to Ripken. Over to Murray. Side retired. The Orioles get out of it. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, 2 hits for the White Sox. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we are going back to the senior circuit for Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Ken Daly will be going for that series is tied at 1. Ken Daly will be going for the Braves, and Charles Hudson will be going for the Phillies. We will be at the vet for tomorrow night's game, Game 3 of that NLDS. Between the Braves and the Phillies, Ken Daly against Hudson. That will be tomorrow night here on the network. Bottom of the 7th here at Memorial Stadium. White Sox have a 3-1 lead. And Rich Dower will lead off for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Britt Burns pitching a very good game tonight. He's only allowed 1 run on 4 hits. Burns will pitch. And 64, and that's going to be a ground ball to third base. Vance Law will take care of that, and he'll toss it over for the out, 1 down. Next batter is Cruz, and the question is, are we going to see maybe some pinch hitters coming in here for the Orioles to get some offense? Cruz is at third base, and are we going to see someone to replace him here, or do I have any to replace him? And the answer is I got Gulliver, but I think Cruz is actually the better third baseman than Gulliver is. There's nobody on base, though, so you know what? Cruz is going to bat. Todd Cruz will go, and plus he's a switch hitter. So Burns is going to pitch to Cruz here, 1 out. And 12, that's going to be an out, grounded to third base once again. Vance Law will get that, throw it over, 2 away. Here's Dempsey. Dempsey is 0 for 2. Burns gets the sign. Fans here at Memorial Stadium begin to get a little nervous. Pitch from Burns. 14, and that's an out, to ground ball to first base this time. But Charek will take it to the bag himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And the White Sox have a 3-1 lead here after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Mike Flanagan coming out of the game. He is done. He's going to leave with the L. Orioles are going to go to the bullpen. And let's see. You've got 2 righties and a lefty. So the Orioles are going to bring out a new pitcher. And they're going to go with Sammy Stewart. 9 wins, 4 losses, 7 saves. Stewart has made an appearance already in this postseason. And Sammy Stewart is going to be a B pitcher. So Sammy Stewart will come out now to pitch for the Orioles, as Flanagan would be tired after Fisk. And Carlton Fisk leads off. He is 1 for 3 with a triple. Top of the 8th inning. Pitch from Stewart. And 16, and that's an out. Fly ball into right field. Dan Ford will get to that. 1 down. Here's Baines. Baines is 0 for 3 tonight. He's still looking for his first hit of this postseason. He is 0 for 11. Stewart, 33, and Baines will finally get a hit. Base hit for Harold Baines. Baines finally gets a single. That's his first hit of the playoffs. And now here's Luzinski. Luzinski is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Baines will stay at first. Stewart, he will pitch. And 33, and that's a 9, and Luzinski will get a base hit. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Runner on first holds, but if one out, there's an assist, which means Baines is heading for third. Luzinski will stay at first. Baines on his way to third base. That ball is hit to left field. And that's Renicky. Renicky's going to try to throw Baines out. Renicky's assist rating is a 3. He's safe. Baines will get to third. Close play at third, but Baines is there. And now runners at the corners with one out. And here comes Kittle. Kittle is 0 for 2 with a walk. Baines takes third base. Left fielder Renicky could not get him out. So now runners at first and second here with one out. The infield is going to play in. The Orioles cannot afford any more runs here. Stewart gets the sign and he'll pitch. 36, that's going to be an out. Let's see what kind of out it will be. And it's a ground out to first base if playing in infield hold rule. So they hold at third, but runner can run with risk. Baines is going to hold. Luzinski will go to second. Kittle is out, 2 down. They will not send Baines. And they're going to bring up Pachorik to see if he can get him in. So now runners at second and third for Pachorik. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping Stewart can keep the game where it is. Stewart gets in there, and he will now pitch. And 12, he will get out of it. It's a ground ball to first base. Murray will take that, and he will tag the bag himself and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits. White Sox have a chance to maybe get something, but they fail a little bit. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Britt Burns, he has still a few batters left in the tank. He can pitch to 5 more. They're going to let him pitch. John Shelby leads off for the Orioles. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. You're watching Game 3 of the ALDS. White Sox and Orioles tied at 1. White Sox lead this game 3-1. Burns, 44. That's a base hit for Shelby. Shelby hits one right past third. It goes into left field. Shelby gets his first hit, and he gets the steal sign, but I don't think they're going to send him. And they're going to bring up Dan Ford. Ford is 1 for 3. Burns looking in on Ford now. Fans of Memorial Stadium getting a little louder here, hoping to maybe mess Burns up. Britt Burns will pitch. 13, and that's an out. And it's going to be a fly out to center field. First runner on first advances if weak arm, except slow runner. Well, center fielder for White Sox is Law, and he has an average arm, so Shelby stays at first. That's out number 1. Fly out to center, play for Rudy Law. And now here's Ripken. Ripken is 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out now. Shelby still on at first. Pitch from Burns. And 35. It would be a single 1-4. That's an 18. That's going to be an out. And it will be a ground out to shortstop. Double play, 6-4-3. A weak arm shortstop only gets a fielder's choice. Shortstop for the White Sox is Fletcher. He has a strong arm. That is shortstop. Second to first, double play. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. And things are not looking too good for them in this game. Still 3-1 after 8. Sammy Stewart will come on here and pitch the 9th. for the Orioles. Tippy Martinez is waiting in the wings. Vance Law leads off for the White Sox. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Law, he'll go ahead and pitch. Or, well, not pitch. Stewart will pitch. Stewart, 66, that's a double. Law hits that one way over the center fielder's head, and that goes all the way to the Law, and that is a big insurance run at second base. It'll now bring up Fletcher. Fletcher's 1 for 3. Law on at second. Do you walk Fletcher to try to turn a double play? You probably do here. Julio Cruz can hit. I wonder if you go ahead and set up a double play, but what kind of Julio Cruz did not hit into many double plays. I think you go ahead. I think you pitch to him. Stewart's going to pitch to Fletcher. And 52, possible strikeout. 14 is a no. Now it's a possible 2-base error on the third baseman. That ball is hit to Cruz. Cruz's error rating is a 10. If he doesn't get this, Law's going to score. Hit to Cruz. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. What a play by Cruz. He'll get it, and he's going to throw to first for the out. And a runner on second, so hit to third. Runner holds unless forced, so Law stays at second. Great play there by Todd Cruz to avoid the error. And there's one out. Now here comes Julio Cruz. Julio Cruz is 2 for 3. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Memorial Stadium. One out. Law still on at second. Stewart trying to keep that run at second base. Pitch from Stewart. 16. That's going to be an out. And it'll be a ground out to second base. Vance Law, runner at second, advances to third. So Law goes to third. Runner goes to second. 2 away. And now here's Rudy Law. Rudy Law is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. That is a very big run at third base. They're going to say, can Stewart get the job done and keep him there? 3-1, top of the 9th. Stewart looking in on Law. 16, they'll get him out. It's a ground ball to second, picked up there by Dower. Throws to first. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Leading off for the Orioles will be Eddie Murray. Burns only had 8 complete games. I really do not think he would pitch here. I think he would bring in your closer. He did a great job, and they're going to yank Burns out. So Burns is going to leave with the W, and the White Sox are going to go to the closer. And that, of course, is Salome Barojas. 3 wins, 3 losses, 12 saves. And Barojas, he does have a hold. Salome Barojas does have 1 hold. So he's going to try to close the deal here for the White Sox. And he is going to be a B pitcher. So Barojas will be a B. The White Sox are going to the closer. Bottom of the 9th, 3-1. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping the heart of the order can get it done for the Orioles. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray is 1 for 3. Pitch from Barojas. 61, swing and a miss, struck him out. Big strikeout by Barojas. He had 38 of them in 83, 1 down. And now Renicky. Renicky is 0 for 3. And will he bat? Yeah, he'll bat. Actually, no. They may bring on a batter. They are. Renicky is the left fielder. Gary Renicky coming out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit will be John Lowenstein. 281 average, 15 homers, 60 RBIs. Lowenstein usually starts in left field when I have a left-handed starter on there, so he will come to bat. So I will need a left fielder if the game goes any further. So John Lowenstein will come on to bat against Barojas. Lowenstein, a little better hitter. 1 out. Fans at Memorial Stadium hoping Lowenstein can get it done. Pitch. 12. No, that's going to be an out. It's a ground ball to second base. Easy play by Julio Cruz. Throws to first, 2 away. And now the last chance for the Orioles is Ken Singleton. Singleton is 1 for 3. Barojas trying to pick up his first save of the playoffs. Singleton trying to keep the game going. Bottom of the ninth, 3-1. Barojas looking in on Singleton. Here it comes. 24, hit by pitch 1. No, that's an 11. It's gonna be a comebacker. Actually it won't be, but it's gonna be a ground ball to second base. Picked up by Julio Cruz. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Chicago White Sox will get the victory on the road. A 3-1 win. They take a 2-1 series lead. Stadium groans. Salome Barojas gets it done for the White Sox. They get a 3-1 victory here at Memorial Stadium and are now 1 game away from the ALCS. Final line score coming up. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Britt Burns. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Mike Flanagan will take the loss, drop to 0-1. Salome Barojas will get his first save. So the White Sox once again take the home field back in this series and a chance to eliminate the Orioles in Game 4. The hardest thing to do is to eliminate the opposing team, and we'll see how that game goes when we get to it. Tomorrow night, Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Ken Daly will be going for the Braves, and Charles Hudson will be going for the Phillies. That will be inside pitch. So I hope you guys will enjoy us for that game tomorrow night here as we go even further into the division series round. Braves, Phillies, and that NLDS is tied at 1. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Chicago White Sox cage the Orioles tonight. They win this game 3-1. They lead this American League Division Series 2-1. See you guys tomorrow night.